Okay, so just got a quick breakdown here of the remix that I've started. I've got the stems already from DJ Agro, and I've already had made a little bit of a go with it. To show you where I'm at, this is the original. So you play this quick. You get the picture anyway. So what I initially done is, if you see, so I've just got my normal template. I have my things separated into like drums, hats, tops, effects, and all of that sort of stuff. What I did is I dropped all of the stems that he'd sent me just into a separate thing down here, so I could just keep it all there the whole time. As you can see, some stuff is muted, some stuff's not. Stuff that's not muted yet is just intro kind of parts that I've not really worked on that side of it yet. I just wanted to go straight in, change up the drums to my kind of drums, and then to work on some different bass for the track. I don't really want to go too crazy changing it up, but I want it to sound different, of course. So yeah, so all I've done, so the ones that are quite long recordings, you can see that that's where I've taken directly from the track. Done my own drums. These quick. So I've kept like the same percussive kind of elements. There's a drum break that he uses that's in there as well, but with my own snares, of my own kick and snare. He has a tail. I'll bring this here. Bring that out. You can see this is his snare loop, and they have like a pre-hit, and I've just taken that from his original sound and just added that onto the snares that I'm already using. In there, layer. Yeah, so in the drums, kind of just kept the same. Like I say, I haven't really worked on the intro just yet. There's a very big synth in his that I've kind of brought back, added a bit of effects on, and made it kind of a bit more of a background kind of element. Got on here just a bit of delay, saturator. I've got a patcher here, which has got, so we've got the main signal running dry through the center. Well, not dry, with those effects on. And we've added a comb filter, another delay, camel crusher, and a fruity chorus, all parallel. And then a camel crusher on the end, just brushing it completely. with a tremolo, 95% depth at 15 Hz rate, so very quick, and then a little alter buoy, just changing the formant sound. So then this, if we sounded nice, and then just hear it there in the background. So there was the original bass here that he made. Let's go. It's just a distorted sub, just slammed on the same note. I thought we'd change that up a bit, so I had this fizzy sub kind of thing that I'd made as a sample beforehand, and I didn't want it to change too much, so I figured just go over kind of subby sound that's not far different, but with a little bit added, like on the top end. And yeah, I've just kind of messed it up, lots of effects basically. So if we add this, so I've got some automation on the little alter buoy, just completely going crazy with the pitch, so we'll hear this now. Context. That's also, I kept the end in bass on each bar. But what I've done here, quite a bit of effects on here as well. That was what it was like. Well, actually a bit less because I've got a saturator on there still, but and then with the effects I've done, got a patcher that's running with a clean signal, as well as we've got a reverb to a distortion, we've got a comb filter and a camel crusher, but I think that's just on British clean, so not much there. And then I've mixed them into taste again, making this got a bit of a horniness to it, so I felt like it was running into the next bass line coming in, so I ended up adding in a bit of volume automation. And then some of the other sounds from the original, as we've got these and these. That. It's a typical wob. We take off the effects that I put on. Much subbier. And I just added a bit of saturation. Again, another patcher. We've got some distorted reverb and camel crusher. And then we have that, and then that's a bit later on we have a second one that comes in. And then that's also starting bass from second 32. Then I wanted to change it up a little bit as it moves on, so I added in this other sound, so I've just created in Serum. Look at. It's just actually a preset I had made for a tech class with just some stuff taken off. That's how it was. Just took the noise off. It's just two sine waves fine-tuned. So there's a little bit of wobble, a little bit of EQ movement, pressed, distorted, filtered. Yeah, simple as that. Very nice, easy bass there. With a little bit of patcher again. So I've got a similar thing going on with this as the rest. Just distorting just the top end of it. Blending that back in, a bit of chorus, and then a bit of distortion on the whole signal. And yeah, so a bit of context with that. Yeah, basically. And then I wanted to add some keep the sub nice and clean for this sound. Actual bass sound, so distort. A lot better. But where I was using some of the parts that was from the original track, I decided to get his sub layer and just cut out the pieces from there. So it's all put together, my sub and his sub. A few little bits and bobs I need to go in and check. There's a few little clicks and pops and stuff. But you get the idea so far. And then yeah, that's basically all that's really done from the parts that he's given me. Just working on a bit of a mix down with what I've done so far, and then I'll start working on the intro and breakdown sections. But just trying to fine tune everything that's happening in the bass, as a lot of the track is made in this kind of area. Once this is all been fine tuned, like I'll trim these little parts off, make everything all neat and flow nicely, no clicks. I'm going to then work on just adding a few more, or replacing a few sounds with something of my own, basically. Just here's now a bit of a playthrough of the whole thing. yeah, there we go. That's where I'm at so far.